In this video, I will explain you the steps to integrate InstaMozo and NewsEnler together. InstaMozo is an online payment gateway solution which allows you to create payment links which you can share to your audience to collect payments. InstaMozo is quite popular with Indian audience. This means if you are within India or if you are selling things in India, this is going to be a very popular solution for selling online in India. Now, I'm going to integrate InstaMozo with NewsEnler. What exactly is NewsEnler? NewsEnler is an online course platform where you can enroll students for e-learning purposes. This means people can enroll to your courses and they can basically study different stuffs online through your NewsEnler course. Now, within this integration, what we are going to do is we are going to integrate InstaMozo with Zenler. This means that whenever there is a sale that happens inside InstaMozo, that person will be instantly added inside NewsEnler as an student. And now we will be doing all the integration together with the help of webhooks in InstaMozo. We will be leveraging webhooks within InstaMozo, and then we will be leveraging the API of NewsEnler to do this integration. Now, before I even start this integration, I want to clear one thing. And one thing is that you don't have to do, or you don't need to know a bit of code to do this integration, because the steps to do this integration is pretty simple. This means even if you don't have any coding background or if you are not a developer, you can instantly do this integration yourself at your end. Now, before I proceed further, I would like to clear few things. Within InstaMozo, you can basically create payment links. To create a payment link, you can basically click this create payment link button, and then you can mention the course name or you can mention the name of your product. It says the purpose of payment. We can say that we want to sell a course which is named as course 25 and we want to price it as 2000 rupees. You can basically name the course of the name of the product, and then you can name the price of that product, and you can simply create a link. Once this link is created, you can instantly share this link with your audience, who can basically open this link on your window, and they can on their computer or on their mobile, and they can basically do the payment to get access to your product. Now, even though we have just created the payment link right here, and if you go to this payment link option, you can basically see that I have created lot of courses as well from my end. But there is a big challenge by creating the payment links through this user interface. And that challenge is that when you try to create this payment links from within InstaMozo, InstaMozo does not set up a webhook for this specific products. Now, what is a webhook and why do you need one? Webhook is basically a way to get data out from this application, this InstaMozo application, whenever there is an action that is happening inside InstaMozo. This means that if you really want to get the data of the customers who have really purchased any product from InstaMozo, if you really want to get those data out from InstaMozo, you need to have a webhook setup. Webhook basically what it does is it basically sends a data out to a place, to a URL, whichever URL you are going to mention, and it basically picks that URL up and it sends the entire data whenever there is a successful payment that happens within InstaMozo. Let me clarify everything again. Whenever there is a successful payment that happens inside InstaMozo, InstaMozo will send a webhook to a endpoint or to a URL that you are going to specify. Now, when you create a payment link from within the interface of InstaMozo, InstaMozo does not send a webhook. But if you really create a payment link through the method that I am going to mention to you, a instant webhook is generated which you can basically capture, and then you can basically do an integration with other software. Now, to do this whole integration, I'm going to tell you few steps that you have to follow. In this step 1, what you have to do is you have to go to pabbly.com/connect. Okay. Now, Pabbly Connect is basically an integration product which basically connects two different products together So if you have a successful sales that happens inside InstaMozo, you can instantly transfer that data into a different software, whichever that software may be. It might be a CRM software, it might be a software that generates licenses, or it might be a course creation software that we are using right now, which is Zenler. Okay. Once you are inside pabbly.com/connect, you can simply sign up here. Okay. Since I'm already signed up, I'm just clicking on sign in button. And this will take us to a dashboard screen where you can see different products by Pabbly right here. From all these products, what you will be doing is you will be clicking on this access now button for accessing the Pabbly Connect software. Once you are inside the Pabbly Connect software, I will mention and create a new workflow. This workflow will specify what we really want to do. So I'm just naming this workflow as InstaMozo to new Zenler. Basically, we want to send data from InstaMozo to new Zenler whenever there is a successful payment that happens inside InstaMozo. Okay. And once we create this workflow, I'm going to save the name of this workflow. Okay. When we create this workflow, you can see the InstaMozo to new Zenler webhook is the workflow is appearing right here, and the first step that it gives us is the webhook URL. Now this webhook URL is something where you will get the data whenever there is a successful payment that happens inside InstaMozo. Now to enable this webhook, the first step that you have to do is you have to create a payment link. But the problem for creating payment link from within the UI of InstaMozo is that when you create a payment link from InstaMozo, you cannot set up a webhook because it does not really give you an option to set up a webhook when you create a payment link through InstaMozo. So what we will be doing is we will be creating a payment link, but instead of creating payment link from InstaMozo, we will be creating a payment link through Pabbly Connect. And to create a new payment link, we will be opening up this workflow again. So I will be clicking on I will be doing a right click, and then I will be opening workflow again by clicking on open link in new tab. Okay. Now as you can see, InstaMozo to new Zenler is already there, but I will be adding one more workflow by clicking on create new workflow button. And I will be naming this workflow is add new product inside InstaMozo. Now we are creating a new workflow by the name of add new product inside InstaMozo. Okay. As you created this workflow, you again got the very same screen, but instead of relying on this webhook, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press this plus button. Okay. Once I do that, from this choose app tab, I am going to write the name of InstaMozo, and you can see InstaMozo is appearing right here. Next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that I want to create payment links. If you don't want to create a payment link, if you already have a payment link, you can also fetch the payment link data right here. Okay. But in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a payment link, and then I'm going to click connect. Okay. Once you click on connect, you can see that it is asking us for two things. One is the API key of InstaMozo, and second is the authorization token for InstaMozo. And it is saying that you can get your private API key and the private auth token from here. So I'm just clicking this link here. It takes me to the instamozo.com/integrations page, and then I'm just going to copy this private key here, and I'm going to copy this private auth token right here. Okay. Once I place these two different keys here, I'm just going to save this entire credentials. And now you can see there are few fields that appeared right here. First field is the purpose. Purpose is equivalent to the name of the product that you really want to create. In this case, what I'm going to create is I'm going to say that I want to create a course which is named as course 99. And the price of this course is 99 rupees. If you really want to place any other price, you can also do that. Next option is allowed repeated payments. Now there are two different payment links that you can create. One payment link is an expiring payment link that will expire after just a single payment. But if you really want to use the same payment link for doing multiple payments, you can use allow repeated payments as true. So in this case, I'm using allow repeated payments as true. This means this link will never expire. Now last option is the webhook URL. As I mentioned to you before, webhook URL will basically capture all the data from InstaMozo. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the webhook URL that we created earlier, which is InstaMozo to Newsendler. Okay, if you remember, we created an workflow in the initial step itself, and I'm copying that webhook URL and I'm going to paste that webhook URL in this step. This basically means to say that whenever there is a sale that happens inside this course 99 for 99 rupees, this webhook URL will receive the data. Okay, and then we can follow rest of the steps as we want. Okay, so in this case, what I'm going to do is we are just going to create a payment link by mentioning that we want to receive a webhook URL on this specific URL. Okay, I'm just saving this entire screen and then I'm just sending a test request. Okay, as soon as I send a test request, you will find that your payment request ID has been created. The request amount of 99 rupees has been created. The payment request purpose is course 99. This is the course that we really want to sell. And there is a long URL that is generated. Long URL is equivalent to the payment link that is actually generated. Okay, and there is a webhook that is also stored within this product. This means whenever there is a successful sale that happens for this course 99, a webhook will be generated and will be sent to this URL from now on. Okay, for your purpose, you have to make sure that you save this long URL, which will be your course selling link. This will be your product link, and you can basically share this link with your audience for selling this product. I'm just opening this link in a different window, and you can see it says pay rupees 99 to Neeraj Agrawal, which is actually my account name, and it says the name of the product, which is course 99, and then it says the amount, and anyone can then fill the details. Let me just show you the details. So anyone can fill this form and then they can just click on next button, and then they can do the relevant payment whatever they want using credit card, debit card, net banking, wallets, and pay later. And whenever this payment is successful, you will instantly receive a webhook inside the InstaMozo to Newsendler webhook workflow that we created in step 1. Okay, so for now on, I will be just saving this and I will be just closing out this window. So once this link is created, you can create as many product as you want, and currently it says course 99, but you can basically create n number of products through this link now. The reason we are creating a product through this link is just because we can set up a webhook URL, which otherwise is not possible through InstaMozo directly. Okay, now we can basically leave this window and we can in fact close this window now, because I think everything is pretty much set up and you are ready to receive webhook whenever there is a purchase or sales that happens inside the course 99 that we just created. Okay, now to trigger a webhook, what we will be doing is we will be going back to InstaMozo, and in fact they have given us a way to test a webhook by going to a screen which says API and plugins. So within your account you can go to API and plugins, and then you can click on webhook testing tool. This will allow us, and this will give us a tool to test a webhook, and by testing the webhook we will be assured that we will be receiving a webhook, and then we can do our intended purpose, whatever we want to do. Our intended purpose in this video is to add this person inside a Newsendler course, or basically what we can say is we want to enroll a student inside Newsendler by using this webhook. Okay, so by doing this webhook testing, we will be assured that we will be getting a webhook. To test webhook, we will be selecting the course number that we have just added through Pabbly Connect, and this is the course link that we want to test. So it says course 99. Now it is asking us, where do I really have to send this webhook? Okay, and since we already have a webhook URL right here, we can just copy it and we can just paste it right here. Okay, before pressing the send webhook button right here, what I will be doing is I will be just clicking on capture webhook response. So this will basically wait for a response to come from the end of Instamozo. Okay, so I just press on capture webhook response. Now you can see it is waiting for a webhook response to come, and then we can just click on send webhook, and this will basically send all these data, and it is still waiting, and you can see it just captured the entire data from Instamozo's end. So you can see it captured the amount, it captured the buyer's email address, it captured the buyer's name, phone number, currency, fees, the long URL, or which we can say is a payment link that this person used to do this payment. We can see the payment ID, the payment request ID, the purpose name, short URL, what is the status of this payment which is credited, and all those kind of details can be seen right here. Okay, once we have the purpose code and once we have the email address, we can basically enroll this person inside NewsHandler. And now I'm going to show you how to do that. So just because we have a webhook, we are just going to save this webhook. This means now whenever there is a sale that happens inside this product, automatically webhook will automatically arrive to this URL. Okay, now next step is to click plus on this this button and just select Zenler from here. Okay, now we really want to enroll user to a course, but before enrolling we have to create this new user inside Zenler. So basically enrolling a person to a course involves two steps. First is the registration step. So you have to automatically register this person inside Zenler. And secondly, once this person is registered, then you can basically enroll this person inside Zenler. So our first step is to add new user. Okay, we can just click on connect button. It is asking us for an Zenler account API key, and we have to enter the name of our school inside NewsHandler. If your URL is https://pbly.newshandler.com, then your school name is pbly. You can simply mention your school name right here, and your Zenler API key can be found inside your Zenler account. Okay, for now on, because I have already connected this, I'm just selecting credential number 2 right here. This is the credential that I have already inserted inside my software. So I'm selecting credential number 2. These are already saved credential that I'm going to use, and then I'm just clicking on save button. Okay, then it says enter the first name of the student, and since we have already captured all the detail, in this case what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select the name of this person, which is Bruce Wayne. So instead of putting up first name and last name in two different windows, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select Bruce Wayne in the first name of this person. Okay, enter the email address. I'm going to select the email address by clicking this button, and by clicking this button, the webhook response that we received earlier can be fetched. Now you will get only the data which is after this colon sign, which is webhook-test@instamozo.com. This entire field will be left behind, so you don't have to worry about it. Just select the email address right here. Okay, next is the role in which you want to enroll this person. The role that we want to give to this user is student. This is the role that we want to give to this student, and enter the password for new user. Now Zenler API requires us to set up a temporary password for any user that we want to register. So in this case, whatever you want, you can basically set up a password. In my case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the password of hello123 shift123. Okay, so I'm just going to write the password as hello123 shift123, which is !#, and I'm just going to save this user. Okay, once this is done, I'm just going to send a test request, and you can see that test request is successful and people has been added successfully, and you can see a response code of 201, which in this case implies that this person has been added successfully inside NewsHandler. Okay, Once this person is added inside New Zenler, what our next step would be to enroll this person inside a course. So I'm just clicking this plus button again. I'm just selecting Zenler again, and then I'm going to enroll a user to a course. Okay, I'm just clicking on connect again. You can again put your Zenler account API key or the name of the use school. If you already have connected that, you can just select credentials and then you can just press the save button. It says enter the user ID. If you remember, we got a user ID right here which says data ID, which is right here. So what we will do is we will just map the data that we received earlier with this user ID. So we have this data ID which is like a user ID, and we already have course which is created inside New Zenler, and you can specify on which course you want to enroll this person. I'm just mentioning that my first course is the course that we want this to enroll this person to. And lastly, we will just save this scenario. Okay, and we can just do a test request again, and you can see successful user enrolled to the course successfully. Now basically your entire workflow is saved, it is working properly, and you don't have to do anything else. Everything will work as usual automatically. Now let me just rephrase and retell you whatever I have done in this entire workflow. What I have done is, whenever there is a sale that happens inside InstaMozo, I have captured a webhook, and that webhook data is presented right here. So whenever there is a sale, there is a successful sale that happens inside InstaMozo, that sale will be instantly transferred over with all the details to this webhook. Once we receive a webhook, what we will do is we will be creating a user. I have mapped this webhook data from the step above. When you map the data, this means if there is a new webhook, this data will automatically be mapped in future as well. Similarly, we have mapped the email address of this person. So this means whenever there is a change in webhook in the last step, it will automatically be reflected here as well. I have mentioned a static password which will be a temporary password for this user. And if you really want, you can also drop an email to this person automatically through Pabbly Connect, telling them to reset their password once they are inside or once they are enrolled inside a course. Okay. Once that is done, you can see this student is automatically added inside New Zenler. And once this student is registered inside New Zenler, we have just enrolled him to a course which is already created inside our Zenler account. If you add any new course, those new courses will automatically be added inside this drop down list. So you can add as many courses as you like, and you can basically connect as many courses to any webhook that you want. Now again, I actually told you the method to do this whole scenario once. Let me just, before I do anything else, let me just go to my account as well, which is pbly.newzenler.com, and let me just show you all the people that have registered inside my account, inside my Zenler account. So by going to courses, so I just logged in inside my New Zenler panel, and you can see that there are two courses, which is my first course and my second course. In my first course, you can see that there are 3 enrollments. So I'm just clicking on my first course for the first time, and you can see that Bruce Wayne is registered inside New Zenler with the email of webhook-test@instamozo.com. He is registered on 4th May 2020 with the role of a student, and his current status is active. This means that the person who just signed up through the Pabbly Connect person is actually added inside Zenler automatically. So now from now on, whenever there is a new webhook that arrives inside Pabbly Connect, that person will automatically be enrolled inside the Zenler account. And basically what you can see is, you can see the integration happening properly. And this is the entire way to connect InstaMozo with Zenler. And I do hope to see you using Pabbly Connect for doing all those integrations in future as well. In case if you have any questions, doubts, or if you have any further questions, you can definitely email us at admin@pabbly.com. So thank you for watching this video.